Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Friday, October 6th.
Parents, talk to your kids. Bringing a gun, even a replica gun, onto a campus is a serious offense and will not be tolerated.
Yesterday, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office arrested a 15-year-old student at Flagler Palm Coast High School after the student aimed what appeared to be a real firearm at two fellow students and made threats to shoot them. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
High school student brought a replica exactly like a Glock semi-automatic to school and then pointed it at two students, threatening to shoot them. One student fled into a bathroom. Another student reported it to a dean who notified the on-campus school resource deputy. Both those students did exactly the right thing. Deputies investigated and arrested the student for aggravated assault with a firearm.
Having a toy weapon on campus is against the student code of conduct. Brandishing it like an actual weapon is a level 4 violation, one of the most severe violations. Sheriff Staley has this message for parents.
Be the sheriff in your home, or I will be the sheriff of your child, and you won't like those results when they get arrested.
The 15-year-old student was transported to the Sheriff Perry Hall Inmate Detention Facility and later taken into the Florida Department of Juvenile Justice. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Trish Giacconi, Executive Director of the Family Life Center, Flagler County's only certified domestic violence emergency shelter, says they're always busy.
Family Life Center is seeing an increase, but that doesn't always translate into law enforcement increase because many of our survivors may not necessarily go to law enforcement.
This Saturday and Sunday, Flagler Broadcasting is hosting the 18th annual Creekside Festival at Princess Place Preserve. A share of funds generated from the $10 entrance fee will go directly to the Family Life Center.
Creekside is just a blessing beyond measure with the budget cuts that we've had to make happen and the impending budget cuts from the state. It's really a blessing. It just shows how much our community supports the work that we do and victims who are going through this crime.
Giacconi explains what some of the funding could go towards.
We're working with several victims in relocation assistance, and so one of the things that we're finding a need for is transportation assistance, and what that would mean is small increments of gas cards. We recently were helping relocate a mom and a couple of littles, and just being able to give them gas cards and McDonald's gift cards so that on their travels they can stop and get something to eat while they're getting to a safer destination.
Palm Coast City Council unanimously votes to approve $3 million in funding to fix the splash pad in Holland Park. The city already spent $5 million on the splash pad that opened in May of 2021 and closed less than 6 months later after it cracked and peeled and became a hazard. The failed work is now the subject of a lawsuit. Vice Mayor Ed Danko voted for the project but expressed concerns.
My concern is throwing $3 million at this splash pad at this time in the city's history. We had a hard time getting a full millage rate rollback, and that was $2.8 million that we had to struggle to find. And I just think that we will be throwing good money after bad money if we do this now. I'd like to see us do the right thing, which is finish the lawsuits and see what we can recoup, because this is not a must-have for our city. Roads are a must-have for our city. But, we have a splash pad. It's called the Atlantic Ocean. A lot of our residents have pools, and if you don't have one, your neighbor has one. Make friends with your neighbor.
Councilwoman Teresa Pontieri directed staff.
Watch this like a hawk. We cannot repeat the same mistakes. But I have confidence in the case itself, and I have confidence in our staff to really, really watch this project and make sure our dollars are being spent the right way and that we aren't going to take from vital infrastructure in order to make this happen.
Work could begin on the new splash pad in a few weeks. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
What does it mean to be empowered?
Jaretta Cooks with Pretty in Pink says it means to make women feel their best in all facets of their lives.
We want them to leave empowered emotionally, mentally, physically, even financially. We have workshops for that as well, and spiritual. So we want them to leave out empowered in every aspect of their life.
She said that with the event coming up on October 21st and 22nd at Wadsworth School, women can meet with mental health professionals and others who can help them with different facets of their lives. You can listen to Flagler Health Matters on WNZF Saturday mornings at 11:30 or anytime on the Flagler radio app. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
The weekend is here and there's plenty of family fun to be had in Flagler County. This is Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids.
Join the fun at the Creekside Music and Arts Festival this weekend. Listen to bluegrass and country music and enjoy arts and crafts, over 70 vendors, a chili cook-off, and a kids zone with pony rides, petting zoo, and magic shows. The City of Palm Coast is proud to join Advent Health Palm Coast Foundation for the 13th annual Pink on Parade 5K Run and Walk, the 1 Mile Pet Friendly Fun Walk, and Pink Out Your Pet Contest, sponsored by the Flagler Humane Society. For more on these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun4augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Licio with your WNZF local sports update.
It was a week for milestones in Flagler County. Wednesday afternoon, FPC bowler Emma Pizzullo achieved perfection, bowling a 300 game against Spruce Creek.
I felt like it was going to be a good day after throwing a few practice shots, but I was not expecting to get a 300.
When did it start to come into your mind that this might happen?
Around the 8th frame.
The final frame in her own words.
I put my hand over the fan. I think about how I'm going to throw my shot, my shoulders being straight, my arms coming up and following through, hitting my mark. It was very long. I was like waiting. I heard everybody screaming. It was surreal. I started crying. My team came and surrounded me. It was just the best feeling in the world.
In their final home game of the season Wednesday, FPC volleyball celebrated another milestone. Senior Lily Paridis reached 575 career kills.
My goal was 500 by the time I graduated, and I've exceeded the goal, so that's pretty good, and our season's still not over because we still have districts.
It's been a tough year, but Lily says there is still much more to play for.
I'm just hoping that we go out with a bang. We just give it our all on the court. We have 8 seniors. It's our last time playing together.
Districts begin a week from Monday. Football through 6 weeks, FPC has played the 8th toughest schedule in Florida. Tonight they make the trip to Melbourne to take on their 3rd top 25 team in 4 games, 4-1 Eau Gallie. After a 42-13 win Monday over Deltona, Matanzas is currently the 6th seed in the latest playoff rankings. They have the night off. Rich and I are off tonight too, but Pirate coach Matt Forrest is our guest on the Rich and Mike Sports Show tomorrow at 7:30. Swimming, Matanzas splits with University. Boys win 90-82, girls fall 84-79. FPC competes in the 5-star meet tomorrow. Golf, Matanzas and FPC boys square off today at Palm Harbor. Alexandra Gazzoli fired her second 32 of the season for Matanzas against Menendez Tuesday. Bulldog Cross Country is at the Alligator Lake Invitational tomorrow. We have updates Mondays and Fridays on your home for local sports. From the WNZF Sports Desk, I'm Mike Licio.